Hey, yeah, let's see how you do under pressure. Oh, yeah, I've been wanting this shit forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better. Okay, hey, yeah, ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early, feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get to the paper, boy. Extra, extra. Fuck with me, you know that I got it. Come with me, let's take a trip to the islands. We up on the jet, we'll do more than just fly on it. Stand on that hill, you gon' die on it. Boom, boom. Baby, I'm not one of them, you should try on it. Miss me with all that, I'm on to the next. Fuck this up, I send you back to your ex. But good luck with that, this is big as it gets. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. Give them a name to remember. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. A moment can live on forever. Yeah.
Oh, this was like this. Sorry, but I was like,
Hi
Wow.
guys.
Wow.
Good evening. How are we doing?
Good, I'm good.
Come on, how are we doing? Come on, you gotta be happy. It's no longer Arteta out, right, Mark?
Do you know what? I'm going to do a flip
Seema.
flop tonight. I'm going to do a flip flop tonight, Seema.
You're gonna do a what?
A flip flop.
Okay, cool. Well, let's start off with something. Jesus gave us a festive treat.
Sweet
5-1.
Jesus, stuff I say.
Woo!
Seema said you, not Sweet Caroline, but Sweet Jesus scored 5 goals in 2 games, eh?
Brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. How did you feel about it? Let's start. I'll go into the stats. Let's just talk about how we felt about
Far
it.
away, please. I'm listening as well. But go far away.
Yeah, I want to know what Mark felt. Come on.
Do you know what? Do you know what I felt on Wednesday night? I'll start Wednesday night, Seema, and I'm going by history, right? So let me give it just like a minute landing, and like I'll let you guys come in, okay? But where I'm currently sitting with my football club is I'm very upset. I've been an Arsenal fan for 32 years, and the transfer window this summer was horrendous. And then that's where I see it. So I did call for Arteta to be out, and I was wrong for it because I do love him. I'm an Arteta fan. I love Arteta. I have seen what he's done to my football club, etc. I have seen it, but it's just a pain. It's pain. It's pain gravity. Do you know that? Just so much pain comes to you, and that's what's happened with me, Seema. So what happened to me on Wednesday night, and this is negative, but Gabriel Jesus has scored off the park. He's about to become a dad, and he scored a hat-trick. Congratulations. You came into another game, you scored another 2. Congratulations again. But what I'm worried about now is history tells me Gabriel Jesus goes off injured, he's never fit, he runs out of form very easily, and he's not the answer to our striking position. And what the history also tells me is my fucking owners are going to come back at me now and say, we don't have to spend 60 to 100 million to go get a striker. Look at the form Jesus is in.
Why are you bringing this pessimism into the show? I do not like it.
I just want to win this.
For once.
No, I'm good. I'll give you love. I'll give you Arsenal love.
I'm coming.
I'm giving you Arsenal love. I will give you Arsenal love, honestly. And I am the most enthusiastic Arsenal fan. Just what they did this summer was like, it's not good enough. I saw a stat yesterday, 4.8 million, I think it was, or 4.1.8 million we take on every average or every single game.
Okay.
If we go out now, the owners go out and spend 318 million, which is what the Emirates cost, to expand it, revent it, and take it up to a 75 to an 80,000 seater stadium, they have to spend the same again. Are they now saving to do the same thing?
Okay.
I don't want to save for the stadium. I want to get down to Arsenal. I want to go to games. I'll be a season ticket holder. I want that. However, where my pessimist comes in is I want to win the fucking Premier League.
Okay.
And that is it. 32 years of pain, Seema. It's 32 years of pain. No,
it
not
isn't.
32, but
Anyway.
22.
So you're paying. This is quotes. This is not me. These are quotes from back pages, right? The Telegraph, right, was saying most devastating forward gone from wasteful to clinical.
Okay.
Right? This is Jesus they're talking about, by the way. From stodgy to sharp and largely irrelevant. Okay. And now undroppable. Give me your answer to that. What's your say on that? These are the back pages of papers. And this is just the Telegraph. I haven't given you the Sun and I haven't given you the local around Crystal Palace.
Mine is two things. I have two statements to that. One, I'll bookmark it and come back to these newspapers to say, stop printing shit on your newspapers like you always do, hence the reason I never buy them. And two, please prove me wrong, Jesus. It's not that I don't like him. I love his work rate. I love what he does. He's not clinical, Seema.
No, I'm listening. I'm just checking.
Yeah, so that's what it is. It's like Jesus. I think his work rate, I see the energy, I see everything that he brings. He's not clinical enough for Arsenal Football Club. Now, does that come down to our style of play, the manager? Does that come down to the player? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'm seeing it. I am just like now. I am just grasping for answers, and that's where I'm at.
But 5 goals in 2 games, from 0 to 5. Okay, here's another one. Jesus continued to torment Palace.
Okay.
Okay.
Here's one for you.
Okay.
He's not scored. He's not scored in 9 months previous to Wednesday night.
I'm not disputing that part.
Sorry, what I'm saying is in the league, okay? That's in the league only.
I mean, what I'm saying is that, like they've said, it was a bad day at the office for Palace. Jesus had a bad day, but he had it over a span of 9 months, right? But he made that call to God and it came through. So what are we saying? Why can't we just go with it and just be happy that, oh my God, he's actually here for us?
Can I say something once Mark is...
Yeah.
No, Mark, no respect, Mark.
Go ahead, please do.
No, I'll let Mark finish. Fairness, no respect now. We're all here together, but when Mark finishes, I want to...
No, please do.
No,
I want to let Mark finish.
Bez, I'm finished. Just come through.
You sure? Okay. With all due respect, I'll say my side of the story without attacking our friend. I'm not here to attack anyone, Seema.
No.
I made that clear to you. Know that the other week as well.
Yeah.
Anyway, for me personally, I know he's going to have his first son. Christmas is coming.
Yeah.
I went to church today for the first time in many months, almost a year now. I was a bit in tears because, wife of my cousin, my dad's uncle and so on.
Yeah.
Anyways, 4th Sunday before Christmas, long story. Amen to everyone who celebrates Christmas and, us together, all of us.
Yeah.
Because it's a holy month, as you know.
Yeah.
Anywho, I'll try and break it down without being emotional wrecking the video now. But hey, I think, because he's going to have a son for the first time. Sorry, his second child, but his son, first son, which represents him as a character, because he's the right character. He's not a bad boy.
Yeah.
His goals were worth taking. I'll talk about yesterday first, if that's okay. Yesterday he took his goals well. From us, so match of the day, because I can't watch the game live, because I was working in my shift, as you know, is a bit everywhere in my job currently, one of the jobs. I saw that he plays well now, that as a compact player, that he wants to be everywhere. Like he wants to be... He wants to make his presence felt. How you have how I hate to reference these, but I have to reference from my point of view.
Yeah.
He put his footprint on it like Simba does to say, look, Father, I'll do this, but give me something. Give me that light. Yeah. So I can follow the light trail. Shall I say to you, the light trail. He followed it. He felt like, shall I say, in pure and simple English, without dwelling too much to begin with. He literally looked galvanized and blessed to be on the pitch for me. Okay, without sounding like a crazy religious man, which I'm not religious, but I believe in God, of course. But still, I just felt that he looked sharp, he looked hungry, he looks more. He looks more in tune with this team, because I think it took some time for him to settle down with the club. You can see when first he joined us, his mind was like literally everywhere. He felt like, is this my home? Is it not my home? for me, as a Brazilian football fan, which I am actually, besides my motherland and a bit England, a little bit of England, I have to say I love them scoring these goals. And unless I talk about Saturday first, and I'll talk about midweek in next, part. But also as well, I'll keep this hopefully brief. What I enjoyed is with him is he looks different beast. Not animal, because I think if I call him animal, it's not fair to call him being animal because we're human beings for our sake. We share the same breath. Hello, Brian.
Hi, Brian. Woo.
Yo, what's up, y'all?
Good. Good to have you on.
Yeah, sorry, got sidetracked. We're
No, you're good.
No worries.
getting ready to potty train the bubs tomorrow, so wish us luck.
Good game, as they're saying, taken, right? Good luck. Good luck.
Right, go on, guys.
So just to wrap up that part, Seema, I feel like he looks a different beast because, in all respect, he looks galvanized because he wants to do something. He wants to prove something that he can not. Let's say, as Mark said, Mark, I'm just going to use your comparison there. Not that he's going to be the number one man for us. Yes, we want a main striker, but right now, please take the spotlight. It's yours. The stage is yours. As you know, Seema, in your line of duty, as we say.
Yeah.
I've done it too. Please take the stage. It's yours. You have the capability. He has the capacity. Sorry, not capability. Capacity, he's got it.
Yeah.
Brian, we talk about Gabriel Jesus. Sorry, I just want to tell Brian we're talking about. If he wants to add on, and please feel free to add. But for me, he feels ready for the big time a bit more. I think the pressure is getting to him a bit less now because he knows he's got a good team that will basically protect him, shall we say?
Yeah. But you see, we saw on field how he was, the confidence that's come in from, it's a Carabao Cup game and the Premier League game are two different battles, and he's got the confidence and he was able to carry it forward. It wasn't just a one-hit wonder. What was your take on it, Brian? Because this is what we're talking about, Jesus, and how the papers are really bigging him up now and saying how his confidence has come back, how he made it a very bad day at the office for Palace.
So my question, and I probably should have looked into this before I jumped on.
I mean, the whole purpose is it's got to be on the spot because it's genuine, it's natural.
So what was the difference between the Palace lineup on Wednesday, I think it was?
Yeah.
Whatever day it was. Was there a big difference between Palace's lineup for the Carabao Cup and then for yesterday's game?
He went all out.
So then I really think that it's more of Jesus. He got into good spaces on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Wait, was it whatever day it was?
No,
we're lost because we're celebrating so much, but yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
No, he got into good spaces. We were talking a couple of weeks ago how maybe Gabriel Jesus, maybe he's not that number 9. Maybe he's maybe he's almost a false 9. But he really proved that he still has it. He's just playing. He's playing like he's having fun.
Yeah.
He's playing like he's having fun. I think yesterday as well. With going with a little bit different of a lineup. Putting Havertz in for where Marino would be or where Declan Rice would ordinarily be. It made it more of an attacking lineup. And so when you're getting people into the box, when you're pulling people out of position, you're gonna have more room to be able to be creative to get into the good spots. And he really did a good job with that.
Yeah, he did. And
yes, I am on the podcast.
Right.
Sorry, my 12-year-old is down and he thinks it's the coolest thing.
Before I continue, I want to welcome. We've got two lovely people, young gunners, on there today. Kaya and Jack, who are Mark's kids, and they are actually in the chat today. So hopefully they'll be sending us some messages. It'd be great to hear from them. Young gunners, doing their bit. So any questions for anybody who's in the chat? Please fire away. So but see, Jesus' confidence showed in the team too. And it's almost he's got 3 in that last one. He got 2 now. I want 1. And then we get Martinelli doing it. We've got Kai doing it. And I mean, Kai, You know, Kai's goal was a bit, you know, I would say, you know, it was luck, right? But whereas, you know, Rice's goal, what a stunner.
And he's partially injured right now. Like I don't know what's wrong with him, but yeah,
he broke his toe.
Oh, is that why he's still getting his minutes limited and everything?
Yeah, he broke his toe. Yeah. So, but we'll talk about the Saka injury a bit later on and see, you know, when he does his press conference, you know, just before the Ipswich game, we'll probably have an idea. Fingers crossed for him on that one.
My star boy, that's what I'll say.
So one of the things I picked up on in one of the papers that in the back pages, they did say was that they reckon Saliba didn't have a good day.
Yeah.
What happened? Did he need to have a little bit of a service check? Or was it just, you know, nuts and bolts needed a bit tuning?
MOT. He needed MOT. Sorry, bro.
Well, I don't think it was quite much of an MOT. I think maybe there was just a bolt loose somewhere. Because, you know, that goal, they could have had a second goal, you know.
Well, quick fit then. Sorry, Brian, we're talking about it. Sorry, Seema, but a quick fit then, because the Rolls Royce felt a bit needed some oil there to deal in it, a bit of oil, no?
Yeah, you know, the little bolt needed tightening. You know, just was a bit relaxed. That's all.
A little polish.
I wouldn't say he had a bad day.
No,
Seema, my dear, it's not that I had a bad day. Sorry, Brian, if I overlap you, but basically, I love Saliba and I love all the players equally. But you know, I have my certain favorite. Everyone has their favorites, really. As you know me, I'll be honest with you. I'm not going to hide from anyone. I personally say this, and he's a big lad. I'm not towards him, I am, but I personally think he got a bit sidetracked, a little bit.
Yeah.
Hi, Russ. Yeah, good evening. Exactly. It was a good evening for us all around, nearly. But hey, I'll say this quickly without taking everyone's time, Stephen, that being concise.
No, that's fine.
But, no, we have to share the time together. I say this, he seemed a bit, you can see, because the year, I think, he's played more for France. You see the year for him has been a bit like busy in his life, a bit more, shall we say, right? Oh, there you go. There's one.
Yay!
Hello, Kaya.
Hi.
There's a little legend.
Yeah. Sorry, carry on, Bez.
No, I'm good. So the thing is, sorry, there's wine in this, but I made like a homemade mimosa, by the way, if you're wondering.
I don't want to know what you're drinking. I don't think the public want to know.
Hey.
Anyway, all right, Brian, what was your take? Did you watch the game, by the way?
I did. But first question I have, what is an MOT?
Oh, it's basically every year.
I knew
it's
it.
a motor vehicle. It's a something test. Anyway, I don't know what it stands for because I'm just a woman. But it's basically you've got to have one every year. You fine tune. You get your certain important elements on your car get tested, and they've got a pass for you to be on the road.
Oh, okay. So, all right.
So
yeah, we get our annual vehicle inspection.
Every training session, the players get checked, and if they're fit to play, they get to play.
So if I recall correctly, like right before that goal, Mateta had like bodied Saliba off the ball a little bit, and that's not something that happens a lot of times. You know, I mean, I remember, you know, one of the highlights that I remember is when Haaland tried to do it last season, whenever it was, but Saliba was just like, nope, and like stood up and you know, and Haaland, you know, fell on his backside. I think Saliba not necessarily got rattled a little bit, but it's like, oh, you know, I got to play a little differently. And so, you know, he backed off a little bit and, you know, gave a little bit of space and let Mateta put it away. But
what about between Mateta and Skelly? Because there was a few bits, you know, when there were set pieces being taken and Mateta, obviously, look at the size of Skelly and look at the size of Mateta. He was literally like, it was like a little umbrella over him.
You know, he comported himself well. You know, he really did. He didn't let himself get intimidated. Yeah. Andy.
Is that another guest, Brian? You have it in the sideline?
Okay, what's your take on it, Mark?
I think Saliba's got enough credit in the bank. I think it was one kind of off day for Saliba. It wasn't his best game, if we're being honest. I think we could say that he wasn't the normal composure. But I'd rather not, like, you call me a pessimist and you beat me up all the time, so I'm going to be positive.
Good. Someone wants to do Seymour.
So I want to speak about Lewis Kelly. I've got stocks in this kid.
Okay.
I said that to you when I was at Bolton as well when we first met. We met in person, and I said I love this kid, and I think, like, I'm not putting pressure on him or trying not to, but I actually think he is the next big thing to come out the academy, to come in. I know we have another brilliant young kid breaking outside, and Ethan is amazing. So there's no disrespect to Ethan. I was watching the matchup of that, a 6'4" player against a 17-year-old, and I was watching him, and there was one point Lewis had his arms around him, and I'm thinking, Lewis, let go, don't give me a penalty, but just Lewis is brilliant, and do you know what? This kid is a left 8. He's a midfielder, and if you watched him in the academy, he's been doing this for like a couple of years now. He is a left 8 that's getting pushed back into the left back, and that didn't do Saka. That was the same pathway that Saka had, so it's not a bad pathway at all. No. That he's on. But this kid absolutely excites me. He really does. He gets me going. I think
stood his ground, as you can say that he stood his ground, and he matched that level. Yeah.
See the way he uses his body for a kid that has not even started to develop properly. It's incredible. And I think, honestly, my son will be getting an Arsenal shirt next year, and I'll have Lewis Kelly on the back of it, 1,000,000%. That's
Brilliant.
1,000,000% happening. I love this kid. I just see something in him that I just think he is going to explode.
I mean, what I noticed was he was not intimidated.
No, exactly. He's got the mentality as well.
Yeah.
So the word humble.
He was going up to the ref, and he was like, he's doing this. What are you going to do about it? Sort of thing. He was just like, no, I'm standing my ground. I'm not going to let you intimidate me. I'm going to take you on.
Yeah, 100%.
And that's what we want to see, right? Sorry, Brian.
Of course we do.
And tactically, Mark, you were saying that he's a left 8. Yes, I don't like the inverted fullback. But when it comes to Arteta's tactics, when he wants to invert that left fullback, that is a perfect role. That is an absolutely perfect role,
I agree.
If I was going to come back at that, then I would say that it's not for me. And the only reason, Brian, I'm not kicking back at you, is that Thomas Partey is obviously a 6, and we put him back to the right back, and we put him into the 6 to his natural position. For me, it doesn't work even the slightest. So I hear what you're saying, and I think Arteta, sometimes Arteta can do it, and if I have got any criticism towards Arteta, it is he overcomplicates it at times. And this is a criticism that I think is a fair statement to point out. But you're right. I hear where you come from, Brian. But I actually can't wait until the next year or so, and Lewis starts getting himself, or Lewis Kelly gets himself into that midfield, because I actually think that he could offer something really, really, really special there. And there's teams out there like Real Madrid, Barcelona, Manchester City, Liverpool. They all bring these kids through, and they all do it. It's time that we started to do that. Maybe the transfer market is not always the answer.
It's not the right path sometimes. Just bring up your homegrown talent.
Yeah, sometimes it's not. So when you have special kids, you have to adapt how to fit them into the side in any possible way that you can. And right now with Lewis, I keep saying Lewis. My nephew's called Lewis, so I do apologise. If you're watching Lewis Kelly, Miles, I apologise. I just think that we need to get him, just keep nurturing him, protect him. I'll give you an instance. Ethan had not one of his best games, and the Arsenal fan base came out with, he's not good enough. He's not good enough. He's a kid. He's barely done. He's not even finished school yet, and we're all having a meltdown over this kid. So we do need to wrap him up in a bit of cotton wool, and just gradually push him into the side and protect him from what he's going to face later in life. But this kid has got it all. In my opinion, he really, really does.
Okay, I mean, well, if we were to compare between the Carabao Cup game, because it's the same team we played, right? Just played them at home, then away. In the Carabao Cup, we didn't even get a goal, right? We got the goals in the second half. In this one, Premier League, 6 minute, 11 minute, they scored. 14 minute, 38 minute. We get 3 goals in the first half. What was so different? Was it the confidence? Did they know how Palace were going to play? Or was it just a brilliant team performance?
So sorry, B team.
No, go on, Brian. Go on.
B team away. Go on, Brian.
So I think.
Stop it, Ben.
He knows it's B team. He knows me. We're the B team now. Come on.
B team, man. So I think it was bringing Havertz back into midfield. Like as reductive as that sounds, you had the more attacking mindset.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know that Arteta wanted to play that way, but you know, playing the hot hand with Gabriel Jesus, you know, you still want to fit Havertz into that. And you know, I was watching the game, and it was so entertaining. Like it was great end to end, but that is not the kind of game that I wanted to see, if that makes sense. You know, but because we were more unpredictable, you know, because you had more people, you know, you had different people making the runs, then I think that had something to do with it. You know, I'd have to go back and see exactly when Saka came off as well. But when you put Martinelli,
off in the 24th minute.
So we had the Kai Havertz goal, you know, relatively right after that. I think putting Martinelli out on the right side was great. You know, I think
switched because Trossard came on. So
I think it was an element of chaos. I think it was something where Palace did not anticipate us, you know, necessarily going as hard as we did, or kind of, you know, playing more on the front foot.
Yeah. Bez.
I have 2 things to say, but go on. I have 2 things to say about what Brian said as well. Related
say it. You got yourself just dropped my pen, so I'm looking for another one. Carry on.
Okay. I saw a match there. I don't know if you've seen it, Brian, but when Saka sadly came off, and I don't know, it sounds very horrible saying this to attack any football player in this world. When Saka came off with the doctor, I think it's called the team doctor, and that's what it looked like to me anyway. And he was holding him by dear love, shall we say. Please tell me, any football fan, how dare number 5, is it Lacroix?
The Palace player.
That was horrible. I'm sorry.
Lifting his leg up off the pitch.
Yeah, like, who are you to tell the injured player what to do?
Exactly.
Who are you? This is a star boy who's been clearly in my eyes, has given this aura to the team. Okay, not carrying us, in respect to Saka. Now, don't make it too big yet. There's a lot of pressure. But simply he's telling the coach, or sorry, the doctor, can you guys hurry up? I'm thinking, what now? Like, are you for real, my friend? Like,
well, at that point, they're 2-1 down.
Sima, do I look like I give a damn to Palace? Sorry, yeah.
I don't give a damn either, but I'm just saying he's probably thinking we're 2-1 down. We need to keep the momentum going. But I'm guessing, but I didn't think it was fair.
No,
either.
The coach, Sima, I'm not here to interrupt you. You know me, I'm very, very much respect for everyone. But the way the coach told him, can you just back off, mate? Like, almost to say, sorry, F off. Go away. Sorry. Dry cough. But anyway, what I didn't like is, because I'm trying to Tuesday, I need to be ready for Tuesday now as well. My bag's not even ready yet. So basically, what I saw is he told him, "Can you just something I can see by the lips, by the health doctor, that professional." He said, "Just clear off, fine." But what like he said, I think the linesman said something. He said to him, "Go away." Like, because first of all, you're not the captain. You're not the captain to tell us what to do anyway. We don't follow your rules, which is good to see that transparency, which I've been calling for in officials. There's another thing as well. Martinelli, I'll say this, he looks a different beast as well for me.
Well, we're going to come to him a bit later.
Okay. I'll reserve.
What we're dealing with right now is what was the difference, because we scored in the second half at the Carabao Cup, and then we went on to score in the first half 3 goals.
Well, I'll say this
what was
for me.
The difference, obviously, Brian's pointed out that, because, Kai started and, it just built the momentum of the game. I'll throw a spanner in the works. How was it easier for Arsenal to score those 3 goals, knowing that Palace's pitch is a lot smaller than the Emirates?
First and foremost,
to pass the balls across, the accuracy to have that all played a part in it. So it's almost like they had their homework done.
I'll say this to you. I'll say to you, without sounding weird, I've been to the Crystal Palace Stadium. I saw the ladies against Chelsea.
I was there for an event.
Yeah. Anyway, totally understand that. I believe for me, the team aura is a different mindset. Mindset meaning physically, mentally. The away fans, amazing. I didn't watch the game, but I watched the videos after work for good 2 hours, Seema. I literally started and think, oh my God, our away fans are amazing.
Yes, they are.
And for everyone that knows me, I'm a London boy for 25 years, and I love when I hear the away fans sing.
I got to get to an away game.
Hey, please, you know me, that's my number 1 wish for New Year's resolution, But hey, that's the topic for another day now, as you say.
Come on, tell me. I want to know what your view was on the fact that
I could tell you that, first of all, do get to a away game. I only done the Carabao Cup game, but believe me, we are amazing when we're away from home. But to get to the difference between the Carabao Cup and also the Premier League game was the personnel. You look at the Carabao Cup, we did have, we gave time to Raheem Sterling in that game. It is the personnel. It was the way that we set up. I wasn't happy the way that we set up in the Premier League game because I hate Kai Havertz in N8. I don't find that works, just the same way I don't find a Thomas Partey or right back works. However, it actually did work, but the personnel, we had more experienced players on the park at that time, and I think that was the difference. See, man, Crystal Palace basically played the same team for both games. So we played the weaker game at the Emirates, we got through it, and then when we went into Selhurst Park, we put the big guns back in there again. We weren't, Odegaard started, Saka unfortunately injured, etc. But these guys were all in from the start, and I think that was an amazing shift. So I think that was the difference between the two.
Yeah. Sorry, Bez, did you get to finish?
I didn't, unfortunately. Sorry, Mark, but you did interrupt me.
Oh, sorry, I thought you did finish. Sorry, I do apologise.
I didn't. That's what
you're speaking about the women's game and everything else. It was just
because I was trying to say the aura won for me. The aura won because the team's aura right now is literally a different level. That they believe away from home that we have. Yeah. We have that mentality. People call it weak mentality. Last year, most of you probably will know. I don't know who does, but I had a whole big dig at pretty much every club there is. I said you can call that weak mentality. The obvious culprit, which is Rodrigue, I'll say his name proudly. He said, you have weak mentality. I gave him a 5-minute rant. And literally, Seema, Brian and Mark and people watching this, people said to me, we didn't expect that from you. I said, that was not pre-planned. That was on the spot. Like, whose line is it anyway? Which I literally said it. I said, how dare Roger tell us be humble? So not be humble, excuse me. Weak mentality. I said, simply be is weak mentality. Are you sure? Yes, we lost the league title. But for real now, hold on a second. When we played you at your place, we gave you a little nudge. Referee, sorry, Steve, I'm going to be a little actor now. They hurt me. The way Havertz just did some pow. I'm like, yes, you big German. Get in there. But then somehow, I think Marino gave me a party or something, gave me a whole whack as well. He's like, oh, mamma mia, oh, no. Not to be rude now. I literally said it in Spanish to him in my head. kekabron, which means almost to say dumbass, because simply you make fun of something which you should make fun of. You clearly are a hypocrite and a horrible man, because the words came to bite you, and you are the one who wasn't humble enough to deal with the physical mindset that Arsenal gave you that game. Yes, we drew, despite the circumstances, what I'm talking about, but the mentality of this team is a bit different away from home. Home-wise, we're good. Away from home, we're better. Haters are going to hate, Seema. That's what I say. But the aura for me, long story short, sorry, to keep this concise, the aura is different in this team. We played badly, we played good, we played beautifully. For me, yesterday showed we learned our lessons away from home from many years of being bullied and being made fun of by pundits and certain media outlets from across the world. But one thing I say to you is, when I saw Ian Wright talk to Gabriel Martinelli after the game, I nearly cried after work. Literally, I was just standing there thinking, oh my God, Ian Wright, why is this man sourcing? I don't know about Martinelli yet. Why is not Ian Wright has a role at Arsenal? Please tell me someone. Why does not Ian Wright have a role at Arsenal?
Because he's focusing on the women's game.
Fair enough. Point taken.
Yeah.
Fair play.
Okay, so that was the first half. Okay. But then they come on the second half and they still have that same mentality. They're 3-1 up, but they're still edging for more. It's not something we've seen before. It's not something that, they probably start the first half, get to half of the second half, and then they ease back, they sit back. But this team was not doing that. They were still going for more, even after the extra 2. So they got 60th minute, and then Rice goes and gets the one in the 84th minute. And then they get to the 90th minute, and they're still fighting for more. What does that say about our team?
Harmony.
You think?
Because, sorry, Brian, quickly, I'm sorry, the way Jesus made that goal happen for Rice, that was beautiful work for me. That was magical.
Exactly.
That was like literally Jesus walking on water for me. I swear to God. Literally like, I know, because I went to church today.
Someone give him the wine then.
Right.
I already have. Look, I already have. Thank you.
What's your take, Brian?
Sorry, Brian. My B friend.
So, I'm gonna say I don't know. I'm gonna say I don't know, because you're right, Seema. It's not necessarily something that we have seen earlier in the season. Maybe it was just everybody getting sick and tired of, kind of being counted out, because people say, oh, I don't listen to social media. Bull.
Sorry, Brian, carry on.
Crap. See, with Mark's kids on here, I'm actually trying to watch my mouth for once.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Don't worry about that, Don't worry about that, bro. Honestly,
I'm not saying nothing.
You don't have nothing to worry about. Just fire away.
All right, fair enough. No, that's bullshit. Everybody listens to the media. Like yes, there's a certain extent where yes, you do have to kind of drown it out, like if it's like personal attacks or whatever. But no, everybody listens to it, and it looked like we finally got sick and tired of listening to it. I also think that while Palace isn't really viewed as one of our like big rivals, it's still a London derby. It's still a London derby, and so we are going to want to go in there and crack skulls. And I think we did that. I think we did that, but. Kind of short answer. Like, I don't necessarily know exactly what the difference was, but there absolutely was a huge difference.
But it worked.
Yeah.
And you could tell that the team were having fun doing it as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like, okay, Rice, I've got the goal. Good night, everybody. See you later. Go home and sleep now. All you Arsenal fans, you can go home and you can rest in peace in bed.
I'm sorry, but he did this, right? Didn't Rice do this? See, didn't Rice do this after the celebration?
Yeah, you did. What was your take, Mark?
It was a brilliant celebration, to be honest. And I did laugh at that as well. It was, it's just like rest easy. Rest easy.
Yeah.
It's
all
all
like, it's
control.
Christmas, go home, enjoy the festivities, and then get your sleep, and we'll see you on the 27th.
Yeah, it was a funny celebration. It was. You should do a lot more of that. That should be his moving forward.
I was almost thinking, he better not be going to do another celebration like Kai, because now we've got Jesus expecting a baby, got Kai expecting a baby, and apparently they said Odegaard was having another. Did they say that today?
Seema, sorry, while you're on that topic, did you see the interview you're asking Arteta, will you give these players
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah? How dare you?
Why are you giving these guys?
He's like, you know what? Thank you very much. Sorry, Mark and Brian and Seema, all three of you. Sorry, he didn't say sorry. He said, thank you, Merry Christmas, bye.
Yeah.
Such a perfect response. Perfect response. Class
Here's
response.
a perfect response to Havertz and Jesus. You're scoring off the pitch. Make sure you're doing it on the pitch, and that is all I'm asking. That is all I'm asking. Seriously.
Get a meme together for this, you know. They're just going to pick on Arsenal now, and they're going to be saying all this stuff about, you know. Well, that's the next generation of players brewing them. Sorry.
Yeah,
they've been groomed. They've been groomed in the womb.
I'm so sorry.
They've been groomed from before birth.
Yeah. Is that Arteta's plan? It's the 6th version of it instead of the 5.
I'm sorry, I'm going to get me started now. Do you guys?
I think David Raya is going to be the first goalkeeper that goes to take a goal kick and puts the ball under his shirt. These guys are all scoring.
They're all newly married. They're all newlyweds.
Yeah, they are.
So even Raya, he just got married recently. But anyway, Raya. Let's talk about Raya.
Can I start, please?
I was not happy with him in the first 20 minutes of that game.
Stop playing the ball out of the back.
Exactly.
Like I could go upstairs right now. Like right now. My kids are asleep. And I could get Kieran, I could get Declan, and they would know how to play the ball out of the back better than Raya did. Yep. Like yes, okay, he will ping a ball down the field. Yeah. Like he will do it. But he makes way too many dumb decisions. Fortunately, we got out of it.
Yeah.
But you're always sitting there like, oh, Jesus, what the hell is he going to do? What the hell is he going to do? Yeah. You know?
Exactly. Bez?
No, well, about David Raya, I was about to say something else, but don't worry, that can be called in all day. So, yeah, David Raya, Brian, as David Raya is a fantastic goalkeeper for me. He's fantastic because he does a lot as a goalkeeper, more than people really notice. As me, I used to look playing the goalkeeper, and people that said, you know what, I take my glasses off to them. I said, when I play football goalkeeper, because if I get smacked in the face, glasses gone, new pair, you know. But anyway, I say this, he looked a bit nervous. I don't know why. Away from home, I know Neto can't play in the Carabao Cup. He can't play in the Carabao Cup, Neto, sadly. The thing is, he looked a bit. I'm sorry if I don't want to attack him because I adore the man and a footballer as well as he is, but he looked a bit, I'm going to say a bit like Saliba as well, out of place in terms of say like, well, I'm playing away from home, I'll take it easy. But I think, no, you can't take it easy. Palace are a tough team. They're not easy team. They're no slouch, you know. And also as well, I think you got told by Arteta, surely something in Spanish, like, please calm the hell down. Like, control yourself, you know, formulate your emotions. I know Christmas is coming. As you guys said, all these babies are coming, you know, big fan everywhere.
But it seems to be getting worse with every game.
What with contribution, you're saying?
No, these antics that he plays when he's got the ball.
Look,
it's almost like, you know, come in, you know, he's calling the players to come in, and but then
can I say this quickly? Sorry, Mark.
The ball.
The other day, they did this to the players, like, guys, communication. I think, yeah, but it starts with you as well, right? You speak Spanish. I'm sure he speaks pretty much nearly every language in our team. And then, yes, you do that to your defenders. Sorry if I sound critical to him, which I'm not being critical. I'm being, you know, opinion of mine. Basically, I feel, yes, you do that to your team, but you need to be able to contribute that dynamism. Because, as you know, from a great attack, there's always defense. So from a best form of attack, is defense. For me, he needs to think as well, but not be crazy Ramsdale now to compare him to Ramsdale, but just be you, how he signed you from the get-go. As he said, when he signed for Arsenal, he felt amazing, like Cloud9, you know, because we raised him to be a number one goalkeeper of basically in category A.
I get what you're saying there, but then there are times when he's so quick on the ball with the throws that he does or the kicks that he gets, and he gets the ball in the right position. Right,
but I know there's a but. There's a but. You know, there's a but.
And it's created goals. That is brilliant. But Oh no, I was like,
he's always got that one mistake. He's always got that one mistake in him. He's always got it.
yeah.
It happened against Bayern Munich. No, sorry, Mark, if I interrupted you and Brian.
Sorry, just the Rangers are finished. Just let us know, and I'll come through.
No, please. I'm just saying the way he even last year against Bayern Munich. You see, he's just lost his edge. I was like, but Brian, you know what you're doing. People love you, but just don't do very okay. Without sounding emotional wreck, because I've been through a lot myself, as you know, the last few months. But basically, don't make the hard things so difficult. Don't make the simple things so bloody look so damn hard. But keep things simple. Simplicity, as I said the other week. Oh wow! Someone just doesn't like me.
He would have known from the Carabao Cup that Palace were going to press.
Okay, I'll say this then. I'll say this just to finish my sentence.
He continued. Go on.
See, I'll say this then. Simplicity always wins. And I said this the other week, I'm sure I did. Simplicity always wins. Keep it simple, Raya. In that little thing there, keep it simple. Whatever you do with your hand, without sounding weird, whatever you do with your, drop ball, or your, let's say, the kicks, I'll put it, the goal kicks, whatever you do, that's your business. But when it comes to that little box situation, which is his presence, he's a big lad as well. Yeah. Please keep things simple. Yeah. That's what I'll say to him. That's my criticism of him. Just keep things simple.
Yeah. Mark, what was your take?
My take is absolutely the opposite to this. And I'll tell you why. There is 11 football players on the pitch. Every one of them make mistakes. Unfortunately, when a goalkeeper makes a mistake, it normally results in a goal, or it could be pretty close. So we've made umpteen mistakes in that game. David Raya made one. However, David Raya plays that ball to Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey's got the angle and the time and the legs. He shuts out to the left to Saliba. Saliba passes it forward to Timber. It goes back into midfield. The press is broken.
Yeah.
We're on another attack and there's possibly another goal.
Yeah.
And then we would be saying, David Raya, you're amazing.
I'm going to get to that point because second half, he makes that brilliant save twice on the rebound.
That's the point, Seaman.
I forgot what happened. I forgot what happened earlier. I was like, oh my God, Raya. I mean, it was totally gone because he'd done such a brilliant save.
Seaman, this is what a goalkeeper is faced with. Do you know what? I remember watching the All or Nothing documentary, and it was when Ramsdale came in and he was in front of the false doctor. The doctor wasn't qualified. I'm not even going to go into that. I'm glad that he's not Man U, but I'll say it off here. But anyway, Ramsdale broke his wrist when he was a kid through going on a skateboard down a chute, and he fell off and broke his wrist. No shit, Sherlock. It's like you have to be a lunatic to be a goalkeeper, and so. When Raya, you do. There's no doubt in that. So for Raya, for me, he's been a lunatic when he's there. He's like he's doing what he thinks is right, and I will defend him. If Thomas Partey had the legs, got back, passed that ball to Saliba, went on to Timber, came into midfield, the press is broken, and we're on a straight attack again. That could be another goal, just like that. But however, it wasn't. Partey got closed down and got brought back. Now, Carragher came on Sky Sports and said, goalkeeper should be banned from making these moves, etc. Well, you should be banned from defending when you were defending, because I grew up on you, bro. But hey-ho, just that's fine as well. So, as far as I'm concerned, I'm not ripping at Raya for that. Even if I let that go, it's a team, Seema. It's a team. It's not.
I agree with you. Because, he passes to Saliba passes to Timber passes back to Raya. That's the team.
But you beat the press.
No, I agree. But it's just he's done it way too many times in where everybody's got nervous that he's going to give the ball away.
Well, I don't think so. I think the rest of the team need to go up to his freaking speed and to make sure that he's going to pass the ball there, pass it quicker, and get moving, because I'm sure these guys do this every single day in training. This is not something that David Raya is like having a head loss.
Totally.
This will be done in training every single day to beat the press. So it's up to everyone else to get onto that planet and let it go. And if we can see the goal in the process, look how many goals that David Raya sets up for us.
Yeah.
I mean, sure. Yeah, you can let in 3 if you score 4. I will absolutely agree there. But like when he passed it dead to the middle of the penalty area, like that's U12 stuff. That is U12 stuff. It's not one of those things anymore where don't pass it across the goal, but like make a better decision. Make a better decision. You're a Premier League keeper. Make a better decision. And yeah, he is great. The first what the fuck? What's the saying? Like the first part of offense is the defense. And so we do a really good job of that. But if you're making 12-year-old mistakes like that, fortunately nothing came of it. But do better. Do better. Practice your passing, practice your decision making.
But Brian, how's that a mistake? Why is that a mistake? Why is that a mistake?
I mean, I guess at the end of the day, because nothing happened out of it. Okay.
But what happens? As I said, he passes the ball to Partey. Partey passes it to Saliba. Saliba puts it into Timber. Timber puts it in the midfield. If we broke the press, why would at that given point of David Raya have made a mistake?
I mean, hindsight is 2020. Hindsight is 2020.
Hindsight is fans looking at a football game and thinking that he has made a mistake. I actually didn't. I thought he didn't make the correct decision. If I'm being honest, when I watched that, I was like, do it. Like, if he does make a mistake, so be it. If he makes the wrong pass, that pass went straight to Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey, he got pressed, and the player took the ball off him, and it almost led to a goal. Thomas Partey didn't hit the ball. So did Raya make any kind of mistake? Arteta's probably telling him, the goalkeeper coaches are telling him, make that pass. Don't be scared. Do it.
Yeah.
Can I say something?
Go
Sorry,
on,
Brian. Brian can make. Brian was also. Don't worry. Brian can say it.
Okay, sure. Yes, if Arteta is telling him to make that pass, then you make the pass. Arteta's the manager. But I feel like, the result was fine. Again, I will absolutely agree that the result was fine. But there was way too much that could have gone wrong there. Way too much that could have gone wrong there. And, looking back, hindsight being 2020, sure, it turned out fine. But what if it didn't turn out fine? Then we would have been all over Raya for making a stupid decision. Or we would have been all over Partey for passing the ball to the wrong place. There's far too much wrong. There's far too much that could have gone wrong. Therefore, it was a mistake, in my opinion.
But then, at the same point, that was the only thing that Raya had done in that game that was wrong. Saliba had at least 3-4, which I'm pretty sure Seamus already touched on, 3 or 4 mistakes. So is David Raya not allowed? Even if that didn't come off, we could blame Raya for that. But I honestly don't think we should be blaming goalkeepers for, they will make a mistake. And at times we just have to applaud them, get their back up and on you go. But that pass that he made, Partey had an intercept, got that ball, passed it.
I mean, I'll definitely...
Red, yellow card for Seema. Just for
no, I don't do that.
Right?
Sorry, I don't do it.
That's a yellow. That's a Stonewall yellow card.
No, she's a host. I can't give the host any discipline. Sorry.
First time I didn't put my phone on silent. Can you believe it?
Mama, don't disturb. Mama, don't disturb.
I mean, it's like 9 o'clock at night. He's calling me.
I mean, Mark, I will absolutely agree with you in that, and if I'm hearing you correctly, I will absolutely agree in that goalkeepers do get way too much stick. Like if they make one mistake, but that's because if they make a mistake and they let in a goal, like it's right there. Like there's nobody else that can really take responsibility for that. But you also touched on, Saliba making the 3 or 4 mistakes and nothing came of it. And that goes a little bit into my thought process, about how clean sheets aren't that good of a, like goalkeepers shouldn't necessarily get all the credit for clean sheets. We have an absolutely world-class defense, but without that world-class defense, we wouldn't have those clean sheets, And so I think that, it all kind of works together. Raya covers up for some mistakes.
That could be turned the other way. Without the goalkeeper and the defence not making mistakes, it goes both ways. So I'm not saying that you're wrong.
We're here there.
Yeah, I'm not saying you're saying anything wrong on that, but it takes the whole team to defend properly to make these things happen. But honestly, if I'm Arteta and I'm in the dressing room, I'm a fan, and Arteta lets me speak for 1 minute, I'm going to tell the guys, go up there, be fucking brave. Pass that ball. Do these things. If you make a mistake, so fuck. I don't care. Do it again. Go and do it again. And then that is it. Be brave in what you're doing, because we do this daily and you're fantastic. That would be my advice to these players. So I'm not hitting David Raya for a pass that it didn't result in a goal. Well, the same as last year, the year before, Ramsdale got closed down. He came in, it was last year actually. He was closed down, I think it must have been a cup game, Seema.
I think it was.
Brentford, and he got closed down and it went in.
And the ball went back. Yeah,
and I was devastated for Ramsdale at that given point. I don't think that we should be slaughtering players for. I want them to be brave. I want them to not worry about making a mistake. If you worry about making a mistake, you're more focused on the mistake than what you're actually doing, which is positive.
Yeah,
if that makes sense. So for me, that's kind of where my head is. I'm not dissing Raya for that pass whatsoever. That pass came off, bang, bang, bang. Arsenal could score another goal. Damn, Raya, you're a genius. Because it never came off, you're not a genius.
Can I please add this in terms of goalkeepers? And I use a former goalkeeper's example. And me and Brian, without sounding argumentative to you, Mark, but me and Brian have a similar, interesting back and forth similarity, shall we say, Zima.
Yeah.
I personally grew up, as you know, as an Arsenal fan over 20 years. Jens Lehmann played 49 games for the Arsenal in that invincible run. He was a commanding presence.
Yeah.
He made mistakes. Okay, I'll say this, but please, you can interrupt me before I wrap up, because it's literally a bit of a segment I'm going to speak about. He made mistakes, yes. He played 49 games. He made mistakes, a bit rash mistakes, a bit crazy ones. The 49 beaten run, as we know, was special for me growing up in that period as an Arsenal fan. Personally, for me, that's how I became a full-on Arsenal fan, and I speak passionately about this team. The next season after that, we made the Champions League final. I personally think he made the mistake when he fouled Eto'o. I think it was Eto'o he grabbed the foot off. Yes, we know it was not a red card, but Lehmann should have really stayed back as a goalkeeper, not like go crazy, just like clothed him like a panther, more like, like her. I was like, my God, why? I'll just say this. For me, as a young, at the time must have been 11, 12, I don't know, a young teenager, let's say that. Fine, I'll forgive him. But what I love about him, our first season in Emirates now, we play United away. We were literally bottom of the league. People forget, we were bottom of the league because people back then had no social media to attack our players. Okay, we can criticize. Mark, you have your say, Seema has her say, Brian has his say, but me and him on the same page, me and Brian. This is the B team, as we like to call it now. Telepathic speaking, Brian, basically. I think me and you're telepathic. I don't know why, but
I think so.
But yeah, he played the game against United. The game was 1-0. Yes, they had, if I'm correct, they had 10 men. We had the penalty. Gilberto missed it. But then it was either 1-0. What Lehmann does is stands his ground against a big team. We need the 3 points to creep up the table. What he does is a big hand of his, big German hand. You know what? I'm going to make the save. When you see that baby face assassin, the soldier is like, oh my God, how did he save that? So clearly, every goalkeeper will make mistakes. And I say, Mark, I'm not using you as a scapegoat when I say this, but I'm using everyone out there. We're allowed to criticize. We're allowed to have an opinion, but please, sometimes criticism will be there for any player.
Yeah.
Think same as Petr Cech. Petr Cech, Chelsea was here, came to us, not the same goalkeeper, but I'll say this about Lehmann. Lehmann only. Petr Cech is, for me, He's not an Arsenal legend. Sorry, he's not an Arsenal legend. He was a
Yeah.
Chelsea legend. But I'll
Yeah.
say this: Jens Lehmann then
Yeah.
came back again. When he came back, you saw him in the last few games. He went all teary-eyed like a big man would. Oh my God, like they still love me. But yes, we love you, mate. You made mistakes, but we can forgive you. Raya will clearly eventually one day, hopefully, touch wood, he will keep his ground, learn from it. But what about Raya and put on Lehman, sorry, and I said Lehman in American English, which I know a bit as well. Lehman's example is he learned from his mistake, but he picked himself again. So each time he made a mistake, he made amends for it. So the thing with Raya is he makes that little bit of a mistake, but he makes up for it big time. You know, see, me being an optimist that I am myself.
I'm an optimist.
I personally think, sorry?
I'm an optimist.
I am too. But personally speaking, I see Raya that he needs some competition now. For me, he needs some competition. A little bit, no?
Yeah.
You know, you can agree
He
to disagree
had
with
it.
me.
He had
Yeah,
competition.
exactly. Thank you, Brian. He had it. I think he needs some competition. Say,
Yeah.
I said, League Cup, we can't play Neto. Then we can't play the young lad, I forget his name, the English guy. He's only 18, but he played good in his first game.
Stepford. Tommy Stepford.
Stefford.
Yeah.
Stepford.
One of the topic of goalkeepers, I just feel like
Yeah.
I, for
Oh,
one, just
no.
feel like every goalkeeper, like same as Barthez. I think, example again, sorry to have to keep this too long, but Barthez made mistakes for United, for France. But he always made up for it. You know, he always, like, say this, there's a goalkeeper out there, I'm trying to think of the country. Yeah, that's it. Tim Howard. Sorry, Brian, I have to bring him up. I love Tim Howard. He played for the wrong teams, in my eyes. Same as Clint Dempsey. I'm going to use an American example. Sorry, these players, I have to bring them up because of no respect to Brian, because I have family in America, by the way, as you guys know. I personally saw Tim Howard at United is like so fair enough. United, you know, Brian. And then he went to Everton. Then he did that goal. Think about it. He saw the wind. You know, I was like, oh my God, the force is strong with him. I was like, oh my God, he scored a goal. And he listened. I'm like, it's no big deal. I scored a goal from distance. It's like, man, that is a big deal. Come on.
Right.
I know
Okay.
Brian is already fanboying me now because I just said something big time.
Yeah.
Brian, oh my God, what are you talking about? Oh, there
To bring
you go.
us. Hello.
Oh, hello.
See, my
Got
God,
one of my
it's
baby
not
gooners here. Got one of my
Oh.
baby gooners
Stop.
here. This is Declan. We just woke
Declan?
up from a nap.
Fries, baby.
Oh
Hey,
no.
Declan.
Is it bedtime yet, Brian?
Uh-oh.
So,
Uh-oh.
Brian, how many kids have you got?
4 actually.
Oh, wow.
Are they
got
on the-
these
Oh
two.
my gosh.
There's
Hello.
more. There's more.
Hello.
So we got Declan, we got Kieran,
Oh, yeah.
Hi,
and
Kieran.
yes, they are named. But no, Bez, you were talking about Timmy Howard, and of course, I love Timmy Howard. But I was watching. Yeah, I'm on a podcast, Bubba. Oh, you like these?
You're on the
Yeah.
podcast too.
Yeah.
Declan and Kieran. KT.
Who said that?
KT.
Kieran or Declan? No, who said
Yeah,
that?
yeah, Kieran and Declan.
Yes.
Both of you are on the
But,
podcast.
Oh my God, like everybody's here right now.
Let's get some Tesco
We've
shopping
got the
bags
whole
for Kieran.
family in town.
Tesco shopping bags for Kieran, anyone? Tesco shopping bags for Kieran, anyone?
But like I read somewhere that the reason Tim Howard didn't celebrate that goal that he scored when he was for Everton is he didn't want to show the opposing goalkeeper up. Like Bez, you know.
Can't hear you now.
You know,
No, he did it. He did himself. He's good.
you know, like goalkeepers were very much a fraternity, you know, and we understand that if we let a howler in or something like that, like life is gonna suck. And that's why Tim Howard didn't want to celebrate that.
Very courageous of him. Telling you this.
Bez,
as a brother of yours.
just come back at you because you were making a point about the goalkeepers, and I really, Brian made a point that I actually want to pick up on, and this
Please
is
do.
where I'm away to, bro. Where I'm at is I'm pessimistic. I went from optimistic to pessimistic because our owners, as Brian said, had competition for goalkeepers, the point you were trying to make, and they took it away. They sold Ramsdale, they brought in a cup tie goalkeeper, and we're left with an 18-year-old that we bought from Ajax and Tommy. So this is where my pessimistic comes from.
Can I say one thing to you? I'm not gonna break your heart by saying this, but please, I told everyone, and me being an optimist fan and Mark, not to spit at you to say, okay, Mark, you shut up, you don't know nothing, you deluded, No, I'm not gonna do that. I said to people, mark my words, if LA Rams win the NFL, and I'm trying to follow NFL, Brian, and I need to follow a team at some point. I said, if LA Rams win the Super Bowl, if that's correctly what they did, they'll give us something to do. The owner will finally wake up, and I said to them off podcasting, the same I was before podcasting. I swear my words came true. I said, let LA Rams win this thing, and the thing will happen. And you see the Arsenal will flourish. Yes, we not won trophies. Yes, we not won trophies. As Arteta said, he won 2 Charity Shields. They're not technically trophies. For me, they're not. Fair enough. But we're buying the players we can technically need. We've got an upgrade of a goalkeeper. We have a better defense. We have a better, as I said earlier, aura. We have a better understanding. Yes, there's a bit of a... Mark, I'm not going to dig at you, bro. There's a bit of a...
Yeah, you're no, it's not a dig. You're challenging me, so I'll come back.
Yeah, challenging is fair. I can challenge you. You're fair.
You've spoke. And I have not. I've deliberately put myself on mute. And every single time
Why should you?
Because I'm putting myself on mute because you're speaking.
My friend, you can cut me off and say you can challenge me back. My friend is the give and take banter. No, it's give and take.
That's fine.
Please.
So what? Right, it's
okay.
When you're finished.
Yeah, finish off, Bez, and then Mark can.
Well, what I'm saying is, in all respect to Mark, then I'm saying is simply, as a people, whenever Rams win this Super Bowl thing, Arsenal will have money because how the owner said himself, I'll have more kitty in the bank to make Arsenal things happen. It is happening. Sadly, there's no trophies. Yes. Again, for God's sake, Mark, I'm sorry if I don't want to use you, but there's fans out there who are not right now happy. I'm not happy too, but I mean optimistic for the reason being is I see a growth in this team now. I see growth I didn't see maybe 20 years ago. Even more. But I say this right now, this team is in the best shape it's ever been for quite some time. Surely any fan can see this. Optimistic fans, pessimistic fans. Well, Mark, not you, my friend. I swear to God, not you. There's negative fan bases out of our team. Many fan bases of our team. Any everywhere. I don't want to use their names. Seema, the usual bunch. Mm-hmm. Even the haters are gonna hate. I'll say this: the haters are gonna hate. But I don't care about the haters. I care about my fans. We can agree to disagree. That's what I say. But Mark, I'm finished. Please, you challenge me now. You're clear to challenge me.
Would you like to come in, Mark?
Please. I'll take the bullets. Thank you.
I'm not giving you any bullets, bro.
No, Mark, you can.
No, it's just his opinion. He's going to give his opinion just to counter what you're saying.
I do a lot of Arsenal spaces, and I have always used the same narrative to protect Arsenal Football Club. And I'll use it right now. Last season, Arsenal brought in a revenue of 580 million. It was the most we'd ever brought in our history of being a football club. That's because of international fans, every fan, money that we spent. In return for that, Brian brought up a brilliant point. Again, I have used that very point on space. We weakened our goalkeeping situation. We came into a transfer window. We brought £100 million in revenue, and we only spent 115. This is for a team that was 2 points off of Manchester City last season. If I meant to sit on any podcast, any Twitter space, and be physically happy at this, when all I want is what Brian wants, what Bez wants, and what you want, Seema, and the hundreds of millions of fans, Arsenal fans out there that want to come on and win the Premier League. This is not good enough. This is not good enough by KSE. Bez, I don't give a shit about the LA Rams. I've seen the stadium. I do not care. These owners, I do not care. This is Arsenal Football Club only. That is it. And that is my point out there. So Brian can come back at me.
No, go ahead.
Yeah.
Brian can come back at me. And I'm going to use that at the defence of Arsenal Football Club, that we were able to generate that revenue. Arteta's doing a great job. This project's the way to bang. How am I then, when it doesn't bang, come back and say to people, gaslight them. How am I meant to do that? I can't do that, Seema. I'm alive when I'm at that football club. So don't think that I'm totally negative. I just love my football club. I want a major trophy. I don't want a Carabao Cup. I don't want an FA Cup. I've won the FA Cup 14 times. I've not won the Carabao Cup, the League Cup since 93. I want a fucking UCL. I want a Premier League title.
Yeah.
And that is it. So when I come on, this is the point that I'm driving towards. And our owners or the club, Arteta, Edu, whoever it was, they made us weaker. But through the very point that Brian said, the goalkeeping situation. Last year, we had Dorea, we had Ramsdale.
Well, I'd hate to see if Raya got injured.
Neto comes in. Where's that going to leave for the league title? There's the league title right there. Neto comes in. So please explain that to me. And that was the point. I wasn't even going to raise it, but that's what Brian brought up. We all know we need to sort the midfield out. I know Mourinho's came in. He just won the Euros with Spain. Yeah. Unfortunately, he took 3 months out through an injury. I feel that. You can't do nothing about Odegaard being out on international and getting that bad injury. He's finding his feet again. It looks like Saka could have a grade 1 to a grade 3 hamstring. We don't know how long that's going to be. Yeah. What did we do to address any of this? We brought in fucking Raheem Sterling. Well,
he got injured in training.
Thank God. Put him back to Chelsea in fucking January. And then Jesus comes in. And this is where my negativity comes in. Jesus comes in, bangs in a hat-trick in midweek in the Carabao Cup, scores 2, and these owners or the manager or the whole entire club will think, Arsenal fans are washed, we're all there. We don't have to spend 120 million on Gyökeres or Isak or Osimhen, whoever it's going to be. I'm going to work with Jesus for the rest of the season. And I've got to pin my hopes on that to get me over the line when Man City are this dog shit. This is where my frustration comes from. I just want to win trophies. I've been on the journey, Seema. I'm older than all you guys. I just want, now's the time, Arsenal. Please, now is the time. Don't let me down now.
One game at a time.
It is one game at a time, but these owners have to do.
What were you going to say?
Oh, cracking my knuckles on this one. Cracking knuckles on this one.
Here we go.
And Mark, you're going to have to send me your Venmo so I can pay rent because you are living rent-free in my head, dude. You are living rent-free in my head. So, I'm telling you. So, all right.
We can see Bez's change his top.
All right. So, we want to talk about spending money. Okay. Yeah. Who are we going to spend that money on?
Can I just step in because I've got my management head on, and if I was the manager of Arsenal Football Club, I would not be using my primary business, the Rams, to generate income and spend it into Arsenal. It's not business ethics. No one does that. So whether the Rams win it or not, that money will not get to Arsenal. That's a proven fact.
That's
if anything, they will loan the money to the club and they would still have to pay it back. Okay. It's a loan. So hence, if they've generated extra income, but then they can still do that anyway. They can still pump money into the club according to whichever rules apply, with FIFA or FA or whatever. But no business does that. That's just something that I'm going to say to you, Bez, because if that was me, I wouldn't be doing that either. You don't pump in money into another business, especially when it's tens of millions and not
just undiluted then. Not just undiluted. I'll take it back. Well, Mark's, I'll take it back. I'll take it back, Mark. You know me very well, Mark. You know me almost a year now, Mark.
I'm just saying it's not a criticism. It's just something that.
Seema, I learned from it. You know me very well. I learned from it. What I'm saying is clearly is a business infrastructure. All right. For me, personally, yes, I agree with you how LA Rams won the NFL thing. Kind of like the owner thinks, I'll utilize the money to support the Arsenal. Remember, there was a news thing, I think, around 2021 when they said they're going to make a ranch somewhere in America, and people were angry. I got angry personally. I literally got angry thinking, why is he making a ranch when he can put the money to the Arsenal? You know? Gone is that era. That thumbs up. I didn't do thumbs up. It's not me, but you know, magic. I didn't do anything like this.
Yeah,
I didn't do this
Brian.
as well.
Brian was on his way doing something when I interrupted him because I just wanted to get that point there.
But
But
anyway, fair point. It's not criticism. I'll take it as a
No.
feedback. It's only point taken.
Okay.
So we can't just throw money at a problem. That makes us Chelsea. Really makes us Chelsea. You know, so what do we? So who do we buy? You know, Mark, you were talking about Gyökeres, you were talking about Isak. Okay, cool. You know, do we really think that those are the people that are going to get us over the line? I don't know. You know, we don't want to look at and Seema, you're right in terms of, you know, not pulling money from the Rams and you know, dumping it into us. You know, what I will say is that it does give you the ability, you know, like if Kroenke is able to pay off the stadium, you know, based on whatever, like the entire checking account, if you will, of KSE, more of that money can go to Arsenal. You know, it's not pulling it out of this account and put it into that account. Like it's just all here and it gets spread out. You know, but we want to be smart about what we do, you know, and I feel a lot of times, that like our fan base is very, you know, reactionary. And so we say,
so,
you know,
Brian,
Brian,
if I ask you a question, what is reactionary?
Sure.
Someone that does not agree with your opinion, is that reactionary?
No, not at all. Not
it is. Because you have a different opinion.
Well, hang on a second. I don't think you're reactionary at all. Like just speaking Mark to Brian here. I don't think you're reactionary at all because, you know, whatever arguments that you have, like, yeah, you and I disagree on a lot, and that's great. But you have logic behind your arguments. You know, I have logic behind my arguments. You know, we can have a discussion. It's not about whether you're right or whether I'm right. It's about what's right. And there are far too many people out there, like AFTV. Like I know you want to probably fly over here and punch me in the face for that the other day, and I apologize. But they are reactionary. You know, you have all these dipshits on Twitter or Instagram or whatever like that their first reaction is going to be like, you know, fuck them, blah, 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 and not have a plan behind it.
Yeah.
You know, you can say whatever you want, but if you're going to make a big change, you have to say what you're going to do with that change.
I don't agree with that. And that's personally, I'm getting what you're saying, but if you're telling me that I should be educated enough to tell Arsenal Football Club how to run the football club, then I've done something really bad in my life, Brian, because I'm never going to be educated enough, and nor are you, nor is any Arsenal fan, to tell these owners or the manager what to do. What I'm saying is what they're doing at this current moment, they have let me down.
Yeah, but you see what it is, right, Mark? You can say whatever you want. They don't have to accept it because they own the club.
Exactly. They don't have to accept it. But what I will say,
and also they won't accept it because they own the club.
Exactly.
They might listen, but they're not going to listen. In a very polite way, they're not going to listen to the fans because every fan has something different, right?
Yeah. So
what they're going to look at is what you're saying, the finances.
Yeah. So see, what I'm going to keep doing against these owners if it doesn't come off, and I will do it. I will be outside the Emirates, KSE out, with flares the lot and doing protests, and I will do that 1,000,000%. And I do not give a shit. If we have to go back to the Super League when
what will you achieve? What are you going to achieve?
For them to sell the football club and run our football club like they run the LA Rams or any other.
Listen,
I do not care.
They're not going to sell it because it's making them money.
And who is going to come in and buy it? Who is going to come in and buy it?
And then would you be happy
It's either
with
going to
them
be
buying
private.
it?
It's either going to be
The
private
Qataris,
equity,
Saudis.
or it's going to be all money, and we don't want either of those. And I'm sorry, like
So
this,
do we
like,
need
this gets me
American
spun
owners?
up.
So do we really need American owners?
But then who else?
Who's going to pay
how
for
do you
it?
know how they're going to treat them?
What British person out there is going to be able to afford $6 billion?
It's not $6 billion.
And that's the
mate.
thing.
It's not
That's
$6 billion. Chelsea got bought for 1.6 billion. Arsenal are not worth anywhere near that.
It's all
Arsenal
monopoly
is
money
not
anyway.
even worth near that.
It's all monopoly money anyway. It's all fake. The point that I'm making is that who out there is going to be able to afford it other than private equity or oil money? And I tell you what, I don't want either of those.
Yeah,
I don't want either of those. And if you
don't want KSE,
then what's the issue?
Yeah, and I don't want KSE. I don't want American owners. American owners are proven.
What have they done?
Please, American owners have been proven in
wrong.
British sport to be failures.
American
owners in Britain have been proven to be failures.
Go on, Bez.
So
what about Liverpool? Liverpool has won two Champions Leagues. They've won two Champions Leagues since they had American owners.
Yeah, they got one Premier League, COVID Premier League, and 2 Champions.
They've got 2 Champions Leagues, which is 2 more than we have.
Yeah, exactly. But do you honestly think that just came down to owners? That's because they had a better infrastructure in the first place.
How did they get that? They got that from the owners.
Cronkies have been in Arsenal Football Club since 2007, bro. 2007.
Yeah, but it's not going to. Bringing a new owner will not change anything unless they're valued twice at what the Cronkies are. So it doesn't make business sense because the new owners could come in, promise you everything in their manifest, and then as soon as they've taken over, we're not going to spend any money.
Same shit that happened with Leeds.
Yeah.
First and foremost, Brian's hitting on the head. Sorry, Mark. Okay, I'm not gonna burn you, but I'm just saying. Simply I for one, where that Russian guy is it Usmanov? He saw the American guys were coming. Sorry, Brian, I don't want to offend you, but he's like, "Oh, the Yankees are coming. Oh my God, you know what? I'm Eastern European, by Brian, as you know me. He's like, oh my God, I'm gonna back off. Because the guy has a son, has a franchise. Okay, Usmanov doesn't have a franchise for me. As you said yourself, Brian, to agree with you, not to disagree with you, Mark, but to agree with Brian. I'm sorry, I know he's the B team. People think, yeah, it's the B team here. But, you know.
Why do you keep saying that? Just to talk. We're talking on a podcast.
Bro, come on, man. I heard you. Let me speak about now, please. Please, Mark.
Well, just speak then. Stop saying B team and stuff. Just make your point, bro. And we'll
it's
talk.
banter. It's banter.
Bro, please, man. It's Christmas, bro. Come on.
Go on, Bez. Can we finish off? Yeah.
I'm trying to, but please, Seema, now. Come on.
It's okay.
I hope it's okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to cry now. It's no camera. It's not fair. But anyway, I'm just saying, both men are back over. So the Americans have a franchise that clearly will pump them money to make them stable. Tifo Football said, I'm sure you have seen it, or seen a bit of it. Tifo Football said, Arsenal are successful now off the pitch, consider what they were many years back after we got to Emirates. They're good on the pitch because they have financial stability. Okay? Most of them right now are on debt, if I'm saying that correct. Okay? They are most of them in debt. In my eyes, right now, we are in a financial state. Sorry, we're stable in a way that we have a balance in the financial side of things, no?
Yeah.
Okay. Surely now I'm talking rubbish. Let me say this.
So to come back at that, FFP produces the fact that what the American owners and no other owners could do is just pump billions into a football club to keep them stable. Is that not a case at all? Am I being unknowledged on this?
I'm not going to disagree, Mark. I'm just saying simply
I'm telling you the honest truth.
So
Arsenal Football Club is a separate entity.
Mark, just answer one question. Is it because you just don't want the Cronkies there?
They badly let me down in the summer. I give them the benefit of the doubt. They badly let me down.
And at what point did you start to disagree with them?
The summer.
In the summer? Yeah. It's quite short-lived.
No, see,
because they've got a new manager who had a 5-step plan.
So They had a 5-step plan, and I went with their plan from day one all the way through. 2019, the Kroenkes took full control of Arsenal Football Club, and I was with them 100% all the way through. I'm not sure if that date's 100%, but I was with them a full way. They put a plan in place, and it was to go all the way to where it was meant to get to right today. And I backed it. And so I knew we got rid of Aubameyang. We've done various things. So I would normally say, I think that's a bit.
Would you prefer your club pumping in money and then getting caught out, not getting all the wins or the trophies or whatever, having to sell their top players, and then having a B team to play in the A team? I mean,
No,
what is
what
it
I wanted?
you're thinking behind having new owners? Because to me that doesn't make sense. Because me being a manager, I would not be listening to that kind of thing.
Yeah, my thinking was once Arsenal Football Club got to a point of winning one Premier League trophy and one Champions League, then we'd go on to dominate. That was my total thinking. So if we have went out and misused money, if we went out and remember, this is our money. I don't care that if they own it, it's my money, it's your money. I spend on this merchandise every year. I spend hundreds of pounds, if not £1,000 minimum. And then if I get down to games, it's even more.
You do know that the money that you spend, and we all spend, okay, doesn't go in the Kroenkes' pockets, right? It gets paid for all those stewards, for all those cooks, those cleaners, those
grassroots.
Every football club has these.
Goes way down to the 6-7-year-olds that they're training. Goes to the charities and the money they put into the communities.
Right. Yes, Seema, every football club has all these.
Everyone does it, but then put in. Look at the table of all the ones that are making the money and the ones that aren't making the money, right? Okay. And how coincidental is it that Man City have 115 charges hanging on them? I don't know if it's true or not. They've got another 15 to add on, and they're not performing well.
Right. Okay. So, Seema,
the year those charges get to the court, they're not performing.
Right. That's been done. So we just need to find out the outcome. So here's a question for all you guys. It's not going to be
until next year.
Right.
So that club could be finished this year, not even finish in the top 10. Right. The way they're going, they could finish under the top 10.
Here's a question back.
Then what happens?
Here's a question back to all you guys then.
Yeah.
One question back to all you guys. Do I accept Kroenkes right now, accept what my football club's doing, win nothing for the next 10 years? Should I be satisfied as an Arsenal fan? A serious question to all you.
Sorry, repeat it again.
I'm saying,
so,
I'll just repeat it for Seema's sake. Should I, as an Arsenal fan, be happy with these owners, what's happening at my football club, not win anything for the next 10 years, and just keep a smile on my face and say everything's okay?
But you know that's not going to happen, because 10 years is a far bigger thing you're giving. Talk about next
year. I'm giving you a big window.
By the way, Daniel, I am not defending the Kroenkes. What I am doing is I'm defending the fact it's the business.
Can I say one thing, Seema, please?
Just because the fan says to me, sell the business because you're not doing this, it's not something that an owner looks into. So that is what I'm defending.
Can I please just have one thing, Mark?
When do we stop being satisfied? When do you expect me to stop being satisfied? When are you guys going to stop?
I'm sure that if we didn't fill up fill up the striker position and we're playing the way we are, nobody would say a word. Because you'd be winning and you'd be up on the rise. So at the end of the day, if we didn't purchase a striker, you've got Declan Rice scoring. He's not a striker. You've got your wingers scoring. You've got time now and then. You've got your defenders. You've got Gabriel scoring.
Second highest scorer.
Yeah. So, do you know what? I'm going to put a false face on.
Not a striker.
Next time I come on a podcast.
So why do we need to spend that money at this present time if we can't afford to?
Next time I come on this podcast, I'm going to put a smiley face on and I'm going to tell you everything you want to hear. Is that what
Be
you
yourself.
No,
Mark,
I
be
want
yourself.
you to counteract me.
Arteta came out and said, "Do not be satisfied." I took his words
Exactly,
literally.
and I've just said
So
it.
this is where I
counteract
am.
me.
This is where I am.
Try and prove that the business side of what I'm thinking, okay, tell me it's wrong, because it's very hard for me to prove you're right, because I live in that head, because I am in management and I have looked after businesses, so I do balance the books and I do make the money, and I know that I have to cut and not spend in certain places.
But why would you do that after?
Balance the sheets.
So after
I do not employ, okay, more than the staff that I need.
Yeah, but see, man. So to go back, why would you take in your business has been up and up and up and up in revenue? That doesn't mean you make the most amount of money. Your business profits are going up. Well, the money's going up, not the profit. The money's going up. Yeah. Why would you stop and not bring in the thing that's going to get you extra?
When you make the money, you expand the business. You don't increase the intake. You expand it.
Yeah, exactly. So you expand it by
by not putting people in it. You expand it in other means. So what are they doing to expand it? They're creating new players from the bottom up.
Okay.
They're bringing in the youth and they're training them at the 7-year-old, 8-year-old, 9-year-old, 10-year-olds.
I'll tell you what they're also doing.
What does it cost them?
I'll tell you,
tens of thousands, maximum 100,000, 200,000.
Yeah.
It doesn't cost them millions that they have to buy in.
Yeah.
Yes, you can make the odd where what if I need a supervisor to slot in somewhere? I will buy that supervisor.
Man City took in 700.
If I can train 2 deputies to do the supervisor's job, what's more practical for me?
Well, before you bring in Man City,
I'm going to, but on you go, Brian.
Well, let's kind of wrap this up into 2 little points. Number 1, they have 115 financial charges against them.
Yeah.
So you can't sit there and say, oh, they had, X amount of money coming in, because we don't know where that money came from. No, as we all sit here, yeah, we know they're dirty as fuck. We do, but it has to be proven out.
Yeah,
that's point number 1.
Yeah.
Justice will prevail.
2. Sorry, Brian. Justice will prevail eventually, no? Surely.
So point number 2 to that. Mark, I understand what you're saying, that you don't that you're not satisfied if you don't win trophies. Conditionally, I will agree with you. But when you are battling against a club, when you are battling against a club that has the financial backing of a nation state, when you are going against and literally, like if you look up the financial stuff on this, Man City is literally owned by Abu Dhabi. You go back to City Football Group, which is owned by Abu Dhabi United Group, which is funded by the Sovereign Wealth Fund in Abu Dhabi.
Your dog's telling you off, bro.
He's supporting him. See, I look at it. He's been supported by him and not against him. Okay.
No, I think that your dog's backing me up. But what I would say, like, Seaman's still there, but I hear what you're saying, and honestly, I do get that. My business is operations manager.
Exactly. So I should know as well.
So I do. So I know the Arsenal Football Club right now, what I think they're doing, and I want them to do it. But I just think, what is the priority first?
Yeah.
What they want to do is expand.
New owners is not the solution.
Expand Emirates is what they're trying to do. I've already said it on the podcast, which means expanding the infrastructure around the Emirates, hence the tube system, etc. To come back at you, Seamed, and Brian, I'm also going to come at you. Man City did take in 780 million last year. We took in 580 million. To put this
where did that 718 million come from? That's the question.
It did, but wait a minute. Real Madrid brought in 1 billion last season.
That's different.
1 billion. So when we're doing it, our owners may think of the Madrid let's bring in $1 billion. How do you do that? Expand the Emirates, put our revenue from 4.18 million per match day up to 580 million per match day, and they're more thinking of that rather than thinking, because we've already got the waiting list for season tickets. We also have, our fans just can't get in the stadium. That's the truth. We could sell out 100,000 stadium. Our owners are thinking like that. But what I'm thinking is, I supported this club for 32 freaking years. I went through 22 years of pain, and I now want to win the fucking Premier League, not make you rich in any kind of way. I want to win the Premier League or the Champions League.
But are the Cronkies even pulling out dividends? Like are the Cronkies like the Glazers?
I don't know. Go and have a look. Have a look and have a look. That's all I'm saying.
You need to see their business.
They're making billions. They're making millions upon billions with all the franchises.
This is Daniel saying, if you see it as a business, what about the feelings of the people that spend their hard-earned money to make this team what it is right now? I spend money, and I sit in one of the most expensive places to sit at the Emirates. Okay, but
where do you get business? Where do you get business?
Shush, what?
Where do you get business from? Because you're in with all the champagne, caviar type of people.
I do not have champagne and caviar.
See, now he's making it personal. He's making it as a personal attack, no?
No, it's a business because you have to keep the lights on. Like, yes, I spend my hard-earned money. Like, Mark, I don't spend 1,000 Monopoly bucks. I don't even know what y'all spend over there. But like I spend money on it. Like, Bez, you spend money on it. Seema, you do.
Yeah.
You know, Mark, we all do. But you have to run it at least to break even, so that way the business can stay there. You know, if you're running it at a loss, then eventually you're not going to have any money to be able to pay your players, to be able to pay your staff.
But I get that. But are we in that any even close to that? As I said, previous comment, FFP, we did not breach it. We sold £100 million worth of players. £100 million worth of players, by the way, over a 5-year period is 500 fucking million. We could have spent 500 million and shared that out. Now, I know that's false accountancy. Because we had Declan Rice, we had other players to pay off, etc. So we did not have all that. But we only spent 15 million net.
Can I just say this?
But did we sell 500 million pounds worth of players over the past 5 years? No.
No, but
so then the math is immaterial.
No, but it's not. The math isn't immaterial because the volume of revenue is going up.
But did we sell $500 million? No. Did we sell 500 million whatever's worth of players? No.
Right,
so then you can't sit here, but you can't sit here and say that we should have spent XYZ if we didn't have XYZ to spend.
We do have it to spend for FFP rules. We are not in it. The Cronkies and people that own Arsenal Football Club are not in a position where they would ever let us run any kind of loss. I saw Leeds United. I saw other teams go bust. So don't think I'm old enough. I've seen it. So we're not even close to that. What we're battling right now is FFP. Declan Rice got bought for 105 million. It was spread over 18-month period.
Yeah, but it's money well spent. It was well
worth. No, of course it is. But it was spread over. But for FFP purposes, that hampered Arsenal massively. However, we wiped that out in the summer.
Okay, Bez, I'm going to let you have the last say because this is not what I actually wanted to talk about today. But anyways, let's go on. Finish up, Bez, and then I'm going to go on to the topic.
Since we're on the topic of certain Arsenal fan bases, I hate to bring this up, and I don't want to talk about them, but I guess I have to. The other week, we drew against Everton.
Yeah.
The certain Mr. Lee says, give me a gun, I'll shoot Arteta, I'll shoot the owner, what he said, I'll shoot the player. You tell me, in this day and age, what gives you the right as a human being now to go and attack another human being, to go so, vulgar, to shoot people down like this? Like how effing, I'll say effing up.
I did think he retracted it, Bez, as well. I think he deleted his post.
No, he said it live on video. Sorry, 1 second.
Okay.
He said it live on video. He said live on video, Seema. He said live on video.
Yeah.
He listed it after the game. He said live on video, not the tweet.
See, I don't watch, I don't listen, I don't follow, so I don't know.
It popped up in my Twitter. I know it popped up in my Twitter because of my fan bases of whatnot.
Yeah.
Do you know something? He's just a die-hard Arsenal fan that wants to win as well.
You are, Seema. He's Brian.
Die-hard fans do not come out.
Yeah. Did you know what? It wasn't the best choice. It wasn't right. Listen, okay, I'm not saying it was right, but I wouldn't be making a big deal with it. It's just
one thing then. Mark, one thing then. Okay, I love Lewis Hamilton. Okay, you like Max Verstappen. I love Max Verstappen, but I won't hate you because you like Max Verstappen right now. Okay, I can't stand Max Verstappen because he's an arrogant guy the way he is. Fine, Lewis is arrogant, but Lewis has class. For me, Lewis has class. Max doesn't, but it doesn't mean I will hate you because you like Max Verstappen. No, I like Max, but I don't follow him anymore because the way he is, the way he composes himself, is like, you make me sick to follow you. I'm sorry, what happened in 21, I'll talk this in my future podcast in F1, and I'll say this as an example, Seema, without me being a crybaby. I love all sports. If you bring politics to it, if you make it personal, if you tax them on the way people do out there, not us, but the way you do it out there, it gets personal. And the thing is, the other day, people get misogynist, they get with murder. People get, let's say racist too much, they get like attackive. I'm not having a go at Mark. People get abusive out there. I've seen other podcasts that I'm on and other groups. People say stuff, Mark.
I'm going to quickly, sorry, I'm going to interrupt now because I'm going to quickly answer this question and then we're going to move on to the actual game that we were talking about.
Please,
do you realize why we sold for pure profit this summer? We had players sitting on the bench and we're paying them. They were not playing for us. So we sold Emma Smith-Rowe. We sold Eddie Nketiah. We loaned out Reece Nielsen. Yes, a few others we used. Yeah, it's money in the bank.
Okay.
Why not? Why can't we have money in the bank?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. For example, Ramsey. Okay, I'll be as modern day man as I can be in this day and age. 21st century boy, as a song said, 20th century boy, 20th century man. I say this. Ramsey said in the interview, I'm sure, Brian, if you don't think I'll send it to you myself. He said, I'd rather not sit on the bench than trying to win the Premier League. You tell me right now you want to say that on video as well, people can hear you. You'd rather not sit on the bench, challenge your teammate than win the Premier League. So finally he wants to win. I get the vibe he wants to win. But we don't say those comments. You rather not sit on the bench. I'm thinking, no.
We're not part of that club, so we don't behave like that. So we don't make comments like that. So
well, he said it. I say he said it on BBC. He said it, which was not nice to hear.
Good luck to him. He said it.
Well, good riddance then. Good riddance is not in the club anymore. I'll say that. Good riddance.
Can we go back to the game now?
I'm ready, please. I'm ready. Christmas here, guys. Happy, jolly time.
Yeah. Okay, so the game, right, looked like it was end to end, right? It felt like it was end to end. We're talking about the Palace game, the Premier League game now, okay?
Okay, good.
And it felt very exciting to watch. It was very there was a lot of action going from one side to another side. For me, that's what it was, okay? I just want to get a quick yes or no from you guys, whether you thought yes or no it was or wasn't, because then I'm going to explain to you where I'm going with this. So what was your take on it, Bez?
I personally saw the fluidity looks in better shape than it was a couple of weeks ago.
Okay, cool. And yours, Brian? Yeah. Brian?
Hang on, what was that?
Oh my God.
Wait, what was that?
It was very exciting. It was end to end. It was always something happening. There was never a stagnating minute. It wasn't boring because it wasn't like, let's take the ball to the corner flag and leave it there. It was just end to end throughout. What was your take? Yes or no? Did you agree? Do you disagree?
It was so entertaining.
Okay. What about you, Mark?
I know. We will go ahead in a minute.
Mark. Hello, Mark.
Yeah, I'm here. No,
it was
here.
It was so entertaining. It was so entertaining. It was just like sometimes a couple heart attack moments.
Yeah. Right. So, Mark, what was yours?
I would agree with Brian, Philly.
I can't hear you, Mark.
I said I would agree with Brian, Philly, 100%.
Okay, cool. So, who do you think throughout that game had the upper hand?
Who's that to?
Anyone, either one. You can just say me, Palace, Arsenal, whatever. Just quick answer.
Arsenal.
Arsenal fans for me, Seymour.
You think?
They were electric. They were electric for me.
The stats, it was Palace.
Yeah, I'm saying in terms of the atmosphere, I'm saying the Arsenal fans, all credit to the away fans.
Atmosphere doesn't matter because we were playing away, so it was actually Palace. They won the duels more than we did.
Fair enough.
It didn't feel like that though, did it?
No.
They won. They actually, in the duels, they won nearly 50%, okay? And we won 48%. And just under 40, over 48%. In the air duels, they won 60%, even though there was only 32 air duels each. But they won 60% of those. So what does that mean? I think it's coming back in, Mark. And then we only had 3 corners each. And guess what? We were not Stoke FC. Because we scored from open play.
Yeah, absolutely. But maybe that's because when we're playing away from home, Seema, maybe teams have more priority to come out at Arsenal, where when we play at home, teams go into a defensive mode.
We had Gabby back, Mr. Header.
Yeah, the Scottish Brazilian, isn't it? We forgot to talk about him.
But he didn't even. I think he hit the ball once, and he hit the bar.
He made Jesus' second goal, no? I mean, sorry, first goal, didn't he? The knockdown. Actually, sorry, while I'm on that topic, his goal was similar to Jesus. Sorry, to Declan Rice's goal against Man United last year, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
Similar fashion.
Similar, but I mean, did we prove a point to all those big mouths out there with Stoke FC? We could score in open play. How many have we scored in the last 2 games? 5, 3, 8. Were any of them from a set piece?
Right. Yeah, one of them was.
Which one? Remind me, because there's so many.
Yeah, Jesus is. The cross came in, it got blocked out, and Jesus put it in the top corner.
Yeah. I agree with Mark.
Yeah. Okay, one. 1 out of 8.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see you next time that we're at the Emirates then.
Sorry.
Let's see you against Ipswich. Okay.
Oh, we're playing at the Emirates, of course. We're allowed to be Stoke at the Emirates.
Seymour, guess what? The goalkeeper is from one of my native close motherlands, so he speaks my native tongue, the Ipswich goalkeeper words. So I'm like, don't have a good game, please. Please don't have a good game.
No, honestly, that really got me. I mean, it's like we're actually answering the critics back without actually answering the critics back. We're showing it with our feet.
What do you think of Daniel's point, Seema?
I believe we will be talking about this in the next podcast when I'm on, because I'm not satisfied with you all. Take on this crunky guy.
No, in brackets, speech motto.
Mark, you put him up to this. You
made him say that. No.
You made him say that.
Absolutely.
You want to challenge me. That's what you want to do. And isn't that right?
I am not challenging you, Seema.
Daniel's going to come in and challenge me. That's why.
Yeah, you're getting this is a next podcast.
I'm going to be waiting, and I'm going to be prepared, because I'm going to have the stats in front of me. I'm going to go through all their accounts now. Okay.
I'll do some research. I'll do some research on my holiday as well. I'll do some research on my holiday while I'm at it as well.
Hey, we're going to have to do this after the Ipswich game. We're not going to be doing it before, because that already upset. I do not want to put my time into looking at accounts. All right, in the holiday.
I'll do some for you, Seema. I'll do some of the crafty work, some dark arts, shall we say?
Do you know what? We put that to bed as well, haven't we?
Can I say this though, please? Please, can I say this? Yeah. So when Chelsea drew with Everton, can I just say, let me see what the media has to say about it now, because someone said on Twitter, I think they said it, Sean Dyche's dark arts. I'm thinking, do I look like I give a damn? Really? Do I look like I give a damn?
I don't either, bro. I don't either. See, Daniel, you need to stop that.
Oh, come on, man.
You see
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Is that everyone loves Seema? Like, everyone loves Seema. Like, everyone loves Raven. Bloody hell.
Honestly, I don't mind the dark arts, and I don't mind that we score from corner kicks, etc.
Yeah.
I don't. I just want it all.
Just
That
want
is
the
it.
goals.
And that,
You want to
when-
win.
Yeah, that is it. That is it.
Exactly.
That is it. So don't
Stoke
think I'm
City.
negative. I'm not. I'm just.
Do you know what? It's brilliant because you've got your opinion. Brian has his. You have his. Daniel has his. It's brilliant. I'm sorry. It's just.
Seema and Mark, I'm sorry. I know it's going past that bedtime because me have to prepare my suitcase for my travel because I have no time. Only tomorrow morning not to do it.
I'm going to be wrapping it up soon anyway. Yeah.
One Stoke City I played us in that time in the first season in Premier League. Sorry, did they not make the stadium a bit smaller? If I'm correctly remembering, they bought the stadium smaller, or was it Swansea that made the stadium smaller on purpose to block us from doing these things?
Yeah.
Yes, there was.
It is.
No, and they also wet the stadium as well. It's like when we went to is it Liverpool or Man United and they overwatered the pitch. It's Liverpool. They overwatered the pitch.
Last season, the last season before last, from that black kid, wasn't it? I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Dark arts exist everywhere.
Okay, so let's finish on a little nice note. Martinelli.
Okay. Bez, let me take it, and then you could have the final word.
Please do, my brother.
It's only fair that you finish on the Brazilian guy, right?
Please do.
Martinelli, you're no longer a left winger. No longer a... That's fine.
Who is that now?
I know who that is. That's
all right.
That's Tracy.
Carry on, please, Mark. Carry on, please.
Tracy, I'll take that £50 bet on. But I would say, Martinelli, I had enough. I'm like this guy, head down, running like a headless chicken on the left wing, and then Saka goes off. Unfortunately, he comes in. He comes back in to Martinelli goes on to the right hand side, and when Martinelli goes on the right hand side, like last season, I get
you echoing, Mark.
I don't know why that is.
Okay. That was Brian.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
So Martinelli last season, the final game of the season against Everton, played on the right hand side. Fantastic. He plays on the left the rest of the time. He looks useless, and then he comes back in yesterday into the right hand side, and he actually looks like a winger. Is Martinelli our next Saka?
Brian, you're back in.
Carry on, Mark.
There we go.
Yeah.
Carry on, Mark.
Is Martinelli our Saka replacement or substitute on the right wing? Because for me, he's not that guy on the left. And I'm sorry to say it. I love the kid.
So I mean, obviously Saka's not there. We play Trossard on the right.
I would play Martinelli next game on the right wing. I'd play him on the right wing next game.
I mean, even the pundits were saying he was playing better on that wing.
Oh, he does. See, mate, if you go back to the last game of the season against Everton, he was outstanding. You go back to yesterday, I would say he was outstanding.
Yeah.
You go back to the last 2 months, I think he's been utter fucking shit.
Yeah.
And then so that's my take. But Bez, on you go, bro.
First and foremost, Mark, well done for doing it so easily for me. So I can only say about the post-match interview because he played his socks off on the right hand side. He won't be Derek Saka replacement, but he could be good backup to Saka on the right hand side. As you said, I completely agree with you. Every single syllable, word by word, letter by letter. Is that fair, Mark?
Cool. Brian, what was your take on him?
No. See him quickly.
Wait, Bez, are you finished?
I'm sorry. They tried with him in Era was very touching for me as an Arsenal fan, as a South London boy, because how he said, "Thank you, legend. How are you, legend?"
Yes, legend. I was
like, oh my God, Martinelli, stop this crap, man. I love you and right, but stop this. Yeah. My heart is like, I can't take it. But anyway, that's all. Mark said enough for me. Thank you, Mark.
Brian.
So yeah, I don't think he's Saka's replacement because it's a completely different way to play. You know, you got Martinelli that inverts off the left side, you got Saka that inverts off the right side. It's a different way to play, so I think that tactically you would have to change it up. But could a tactical change up in that regard work? Yeah, absolutely. You know, and I think Martinelli looked like he was having fun out there too. You know, this is a game, and these guys are getting paid to play a game, and they need to remember that. You know, go out there and have fun.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, and the reason I brought Martinelli up because I loved his post-interview. It was brilliant how I was like, legend, you know, thank you so much. You sent me that comment, legend this. And I'm like, oh, that is just pure respect. One of the things I did want to touch on before we say anything, and this is just going back because I picked up this point with Raya and yeah, Jens Lehmann. If Jens Lehmann had had a better post relationship with the Arsenal club, he would have made a great support for the goalkeepers at Arsenal. That's my belief. The fact that he doesn't have such a great relationship, because he was sitting at club level and I got a photograph with him.
Do you know what he actually done? He bought the rights.
Yes, that's why. Yeah.
And that's what it comes down to. Yeah. And Bez, see when you mentioned Lehmann, he is my favourite all-time Arsenal goalkeeper, by the way.
Same. My friend,
I love him. He was just that fucking nutter.
My brother,
like,
do you remember that?
Not Amy Martinez? Not Amy Martinez?
No. Brian, I disagree with you now. You ruined it. Bugger off. Not piss off, not F off, bugger off. So Mark, when he had the Champions League final, yes, he did have the greatest Champions League game, but you know when he played against Argentina the same year now, he was so ready for the penalty kick. Yes, he used a little cheat code, a little paper in his whatever that paper was, but that penalty shoot against Argentina, I was like, yes, Lehmann, yes. Mark and I can have a good Christmas together. That's what I want to say.
Do you know what? Sorry, I've actually I know who this is, right? Because they're using different names. So a couple of my friends who come in. They said they'd come in. They said they'd come into the chat, right? So I know who this is because it's a different name, unfortunately, but I do recognise the second name. So Alan, I'll take your £50 bet on. I'll see you hopefully tomorrow over the Christmas period. I'm taking that bet, bro. Chelsea are dog shit, bro. You can spend 1.6 billion and you'll not even get close to Arsenal Football Club. So, mate, we'll reframe that because I thought that was a lady friend. What I'll say is I'll put a bet on with you right now. That 50 quid, I think we'll just put it to a full night out, all paid for, pool, alcohol, out with the rest of our friends. The Arsenal finish above Chelsea. If you're up for that, Alan, just let us know. Sorry, Seema.
It's all right.
I'm loving this. Carry on.
He's using a different name. Just clicked on who it was. He's been a bit naughty.
No, it's a shame he's not going to take all of us for it because Brian's going to be very expensive.
No. I didn't say it. I said a night out for all our friends. All you guys are invited. Alan, you better get working, bro. You better get working.
I was going to say, you better pay for my plane ticket over there, man.
Yeah, exactly. Brian, how much that costs these days?
Oh, my God. Right. So, guys, well, we've got a couple of minutes, but, bring it on, Bones. You got a challenge there now.
Back to the bone, right? Back to the bone, right?
He's a brilliant guy.
Okay, just before we go, Ipswich.
Yeah.
What do you think? What score prediction?
6-0.
What? Okay. We're comfortable. Bez?
5-0.
Brian?
I mean, Ipswich is trash.
Careful.
I'll give it 4-0.
Okay. I would have said 4-0 as well. 6-0 a bit, but anyway, considering they've had a bad run at the moment, so because I think like 2 games prior they were doing all right, but
they beat Tottenham away.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They had that boost, and then all of a sudden, but then Spurs have had the boost, and then they got whipped today.
Yeah, but that.
Oh, you've
Seema,
been told, Mark.
Can I
You've been
close
told.
off? Mark, stop it.
So, guys,
Seema,
thank you so much. Have a great Christmas and a happy. Well, I'll see you before that, but thank you so much for coming on, Brian, for taking the time out. Bez, you know, I know you were edging. You wanted to come on day before yesterday, but you couldn't. But
I'm flying out on Tuesday, Christmas Eve. Hopefully, no delays in my flight.
yeah, hopefully, yeah.
Who's Brio? Brio is now on.
And thank you to everybody who's in the chat and for listening. Have a Merry Christmas. Be safe. Keep supporting and cheering on the Arsenal in a positive way, please.
Yes.
And yeah, roll on 27th, our next game.
Seema, can I just close off with one closing statement?
Go on.
Liverpool.
Hey. Yeah, let's see how you do under pressure. Oh. I've been wanting this shit forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better. Hey. Ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early, feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get to the paper, boy. Extra. Fuck with me, you know that I got it. Come with me, let's take a trip to the islands. We up on the jet, we'll do more than just fly on it. Stand on that hill, you gon' die on it.